The National Oil Company of Liberia has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the Nigeria-Morocco gas pipeline. The federal government of Nigeria and the Kingdom of Morocco are spearheading the Nigeria-Morocco gas pipeline project. Speaking during the signing ceremony, the president of the National Oil Company of Liberia, Madam Grace, said she was happy to be part of such a historic venture, which marks a significant step in the socio-economic development of the African continent. The pipeline is 48 inches wide by 5,300 kilometers long from Bath Island, Nigeria, to Dakar, Morocco, and 56 inches wide by 1,700 kilometers long from Dakar, Morocco, to MEP. Its overall length is approximately 7,000 kilometers, and there are about 13 compressor stations. The executive director of the Africa Center for Energy Policy, Ben Boakye, has lamented the recent controversies that have dogged Ghana's energy sector. His worries are a result of information that the government entered into a lease agreement with Torrentco Asset Management for $22 million. The Tema Oil Refinery will be leased to TAM for 6 years, during which time TAM will be permitted to refine up to 8 million barrels of oil annually in exchange for an annual rent payment of $1 million. The group will also pay an additional rent amount of $1.1 million per month. Under the deal, TAM will pay $0.5 for each extra barrel if it refines more than 8 million barrels. However, some CSOs have pointed out that the Tema Oil Refinery can produce up to $700 million annually. Therefore, leasing it at that price would be unreasonable on the part of the government. According to BBC News, a Surrey woman has taken her fight over a local oil drilling permit to the Supreme Court on Wednesday in a challenge that could spell the end of new fossil fuel projects in the UK. Judges will decide whether permission for oil extraction in Horse Hill was legally granted. Ms. Finch is bringing the case against Surrey County Council on the grounds that it did not consider some climate impacts of burning the oil when it granted planning permission. Environmental lawyers say the landmark case could affect projects nationwide. The climate impacts in question, called downstream emissions, are the greenhouse gas emissions released when the oil is used. She says these are estimated to be 10 million tons of carbon dioxide over 20 years. Her first challenge in the High Court was thrown out. She took it to the next level, the Court of Appeals, where the 3 judges were split, with one upholding the appeal. Visit energyghana.com or energyghana.com for more on these stories. Energy Brief is proudly brought to you by Airport View Hotel.
Energy Ghana TV. Local in focus, global in perspective.